It's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the Peterbilt 359 by RTA Mods.
Junior, Senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today it's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the Peterbilt 359 by RTA Mods. Now, this was actually my favourite truck for this week. It's actually been my favourite truck for a while, because just driving this, I just had so much fun. I really did, and I'm going to have to drive this in my spare time, because it really was a lot of fun to use. And I know, yes, it is a paid mod, and, you know, blah, 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 my soul's going to go to hell and whatnot, you know. But you know what? It's a Peterbilt 359, and it drives really well. I mean, it feels like driving a real truck. That's how good it is. So I really do like it. But anyway, I'm not going to go on about that anymore. Look, if you want more details on this truck, there is a link in the description below that will take you directly to RTA Mods, and you can go there and check it out. Right, now, we're going to be, I thought, since this is an older truck, I'm going to find an older trailer. Now, I found a 1950s trailer, a fuel trailer by Harven. Link in the description as well, guys, if you want it. And there's also a link to a shell skin for it. And I thought that would look really cool. But then I had a look at it and I thought, you know what, the only thing that's missing is the shell skin for the truck itself. If we had a shell skin for the truck itself, that would have been heaps better. But look, I'm limited for time today, so I couldn't really go into, you know, getting that as well, or even, I probably could have slapped one up pretty quickly, but no, look, I really don't have the time to do that today, but maybe another time we can do that. So, right, so today's trip we are going from Page over to Farmington. So a nice little drive there, not too long, but it just gives us a good idea on how the truck goes, and, you know, how it runs, how it goes hauling a load, and you know, that sort of thing. So let's get it on the road, and we can talk about some SES news as well, because there's some pretty cool stuff. SES has always got pretty cool stuff to have a look at. Alright, first of all, my trailer brake is... hang on, I'll push that in there, push that in. I've got my brakes on. All those switches, yes. You can see my button box down below. Hello! That is the ASP controller by Evol Gaming, guys. Evol Gaming. E-V-O-L-G-A-M-I-N-G, if you want to find that. So, thank you very much, Jim Kelly. Right, now let's trailer test. We're going to do a tug test. There we go, you can see the trailer pulling, the truck lifting up there. So there's our tug test. The trailer's definitely attached, and away we go. Look at that. I reckon that looks great. This Peterbilt with that trailer. I reckon it looks really good. I like it. Probably could have changed the colour to yellow, couldn't I? For shell. Never mind. Never mind, these things, you can't always get it the way you want. I tell you what though, Harven, if you're watching, it was hard for me to find this trailer, mate. I don't know why. But I couldn't find it. And I did sleep. I slept twice, lots of times. And it's still, I couldn't find it, so... Anyway, I found it eventually, so no big deal, really. Okay, so we're turning left just up here. Now, those signs are really in the road, aren't they? So let's have a look. We have diesel, 12 tons of diesel. And we're off to Farmington. So, nice easy load. And Oh, just as I started going, people decided to turn up. It's always the way, isn't it? No, I'm not going to make it. God. This is one of those things that drives me nuts, and I'm just going to go now because I'm going to be here all day. SCS just keeps generating cars here. And here, listen to the sound of that engine. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds awesome to me. I love it. And there's the banana brake as well. Right, well, let's start talking about some SCS news, shall we? First of all, this week, SCS did April Fools, their April Fools joke, which I thought was pretty damn funny. A lot of people did get upset about it, and I thought, you know, what a bunch of prudes. That was like, it was funny as. They did real truck sounds for American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, and I didn't actually know it was out until today. But it was quite funny because they had the sounds like they had somebody going with the engine ming 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 ming, and then when you put the reverse, you put it in reverse, you hear it go meep 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 meep. So somebody was actually making the sounds themselves, and I thought that was pretty funny. You hear all these other sounds like when you hear your air brakes go on, you hear the, instead of hearing the normal sort of sound, you hear this. So, I thought it was actually really, really funny. So good job there, SCS, on that one. And to those guys that, cracked a big darkie about it and thought it was, oh, this is the stupidest mod ever. Oh, come on, serious? Great, get a funny bone, please. I thought it was hilarious. I really did. But I might actually have a play around with that, but and just to check it out. But if you haven't checked it out yet, guys, please have a look at it because it was quite funny. Definitely worth a laugh. So, but no, I haven't done a video on it, and I don't know if I will do a video on it. But yeah. Anyway, now next on the agenda. We have ETS2 is doing the Baltic Sea. What is it? What's it called again? Baltic. And then what they've actually done is which is their next expansion. Now they're talking about border crossings, which is really cool because some of the crossings that they've got in there, they look really, really good. Now they're talking about in the article as well that they will be doing more stricter checking of articles as you go across the border. So, does that actually mean that they will be stopping you for longer periods of time? Or you will actually have to stop at this border crossing? That is going to be very interesting to, to find out exactly what they're going to do. Let me just bring this down here. There we go. Oops, one low, please. And we're turning left. I better go across quickly. There we go. So, they're actually talking about custom checks at the border. So, whether they're going to stop you for a long period of time or what, that's going to be really interesting to see. Now, they're reflecting real-life crossings, which is very exciting because the more realism that they add into the game, the better it's going to be, guys. So it will be interesting to see exactly how they work that and how it actually goes. Now, there is also... Whoa, we're on the wrong side of the road. There is also old crossings from the Soviet era. That, I love old stuff, like, you know, historical stuff and that. So that, to me, intrigues me. So I really love learning about history. I am a strong believer of you can... By learning from history, you can actually almost see what's going to happen in the future, because history repeats itself. So, so yeah, that's why I really do love learning about history. I think if I had realized at a younger age how much I loved history, I probably would have pursued more of a, you know, a occupation of doing something that learns about history or something like that, you know, like an archaeologist, or I don't know. But at the time when I was younger, I really didn't get a great deal of options like they have today. So, but anyway, I'm still happy doing what I'm doing, driving trucks. I love it. Alright, we'll just cruise through here. There we go. And let's see, what else do we have? So there's also the last piece of news is Truck Fest in Petersburg. Peterburg. Is it Peterburg or Petersburg? I must have written it down wrong. And that is on the 6th and 7th of May. We're going through, mate. Nothing you can do. 6th and 7th of May of 2018. Now, I believe it's in... I'm not sure exactly where that is. Petersburg. Is that in the US or is that the UK? I'm not sure. I know there's Petersburg in UK. Sorry, in the US, but I'm not sure which one they're talking about. So, if you want to get more information on that, head over to the blog, SCS blog, and check it out. Now, they will be doing... Their motion seats have had an upgrade. Now, this to me is really exciting, because now they've actually got functional gauges, among other things. So, real truck seat? That's really interesting. The fact that you can put a real truck seat on there has really intrigued me. I think that's amazing. So, yeah, it'd be good to see when they actually get some photos up. It'll be good to see that. It really will. Also, if you're interested, Squirrel will be there. He may be signing autographs and whatnot, and he's also got a competition on his website if you're interested. I don't know if you would be interested or not. I'm not really interested, to be honest. But anyway, each to their own. Might be interested. Now, also, something that I would be interested in, DJ London from Truckers FM. DJ London from Truckers FM, yes, I would love to meet DJ London from Truckers FM. So, but it's a shame that there's nothing in Australia from SCS. I'm hoping one day that SCS do actually come to Australia. And if they do, I would love to meet up with SCS. I really would. Never know, maybe one day I might go and visit them. I don't know. So, yeah, there we go. That is pretty much the news. The SCS news. That is very good. So some interesting stuff there, especially about the Baltic Sea expansion that's coming. You know, across the Baltic Sea, I think it is. That's going to be really interesting when they've... you know, when they get some more information. Obviously, they're getting closer and closer, and hopefully it won't be too far away. I reckon more towards the end of the year, I reckon we'll get there. We'll probably get the American Truck Simulator one first. I don't know, I don't have any insider information. I'm just taking a stab in the dark here. Just having a guess. And I don't know about educated. It may not be educated, it's just a guess. Oh. So let's see what's been happening. Well, at work we have got a whole heap of new guys, and the boss is all over him like, you know, maple syrup on pancakes. He's just going crazy, you know. And I said to him, I went up to my boss and I said, "Oh, did somebody take a big shit in the side of your dongy or something?" Which a dongy is a little hut where you go and, you know, like a little house, little prefab house sort of thing. And he goes, "No, why?" And I said, "Well, this is the most I've ever seen you come out of your office there. I've not seen you work so much in your entire life of being here." And he goes, "Now, no need to be like that." And I said, "No, it's true." So that was really interesting. Sorry, Lean's just sent me a message. I'm in the middle of recording and she wants to come home from work. Thank you for your cooperation. So yeah, he's been keeping an eye on those guys like crazy, and with good reason as well. After last night, I saw this is one of the other guys, not that guy. Remember the guy that crashed the truck in the dock? Well, now there's another one. He was going into the actual dock, and he come up to me and he goes, "You're in my parking spot." And I went, "I don't think so, son. This is nobody's parking spot." "Well, I cannot load until you move." Yeah, you can. You're in the next bay, mate. It's 2 meters away, not even. So just load. And he goes to me, "I need to be closer." And I said, "What, 2 meters closer?" And I said, and he goes, "When you clear a space here, I will move here." And I went, "What? Serious?" So alright, I started loading my stuff in there, and he started moving his truck over. Now, the funny thing is he backed in on the blind side, and I'm going, "Oh, this is going to be interesting." So, as he was coming in on the blind side, he stuffed it, totally stuffed it, and missed the dock completely. I don't know how you can miss the dock completely, but he did. And then he went forward, then backward, then forward, then backward, then forward. Then he turned the steering wheel the opposite direction. Then he went backward again. And then he kept doing this, and I had loaded my truck by the time he had finished. And then there's a couple of other trucks had come in as well, and they were waiting for him. He was holding up the dock. And then finally I'd finished loading, and he was still going. And I'm like, when I stood there and with my arms folded, like, you know, like this, waiting. And when he finally finished, it was all crooked and he couldn't get it in properly. He got out the truck and I said, "Mate, if the boss was here and he saw you do that, he would have been all over you, and he would have been busting your ass, because you held up not one, not two, but 3 trucks here just because you couldn't back it in." And he's going, "Oh, but it wasn't my fault, it was his fault." And I said, "Who's driving the truck, you or him?" And he goes, "Oh, I am driving the truck." And I said, "Are you sure about that? Because you seem to be blaming other people." So, and he goes, "Oh, but you know, he was giving me directions." And I said, "Mate, you're driving the truck. If you can't back it in a dock, you shouldn't be here." And he goes, "Oh, but you know," and I says, "No, all I'm trying to say is, don't hold up the other trucks, because you're slowing us down. And if you slow us down, that's when there's a problem." And, you know, he still didn't understand, so I just went, "Oh, forget it," you know. I got nothing against people, foreigners, but if you come straight over here and you can't even speak English, you know, and you can't understand what I'm trying to tell you, that's no good. But anyway, I think these guys, from what I understand, they're on working visas. So they don't even have an Australian truck license, I believe. I don't know how that works. But that's what one of the other guys was telling me, that they don't have an Aussie truck license. They got an Indian truck license. I'm like, man, how does that work? They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Just checking, yeah, my indicator's off. But I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway, that's what I was told. Come on, get into gear. But yeah, very, very interesting, the stuff that goes on at work. So I'm meant to be training tonight. That's going to be interesting. First night's pretty easy, you know. I just have a guy doing what I do, and he follows me, and that's it. Second night is interesting. That's where he's more in control. He's driving, and that's where it gets scary. I am probably the worst passenger when driving, because people, if they shake the truck, or they jerk the truck, or even a car, you know, too much, and I'm, you know, it starts to become scary, I'll just get them to pull over and say, no mate, I'm driving. Because other truckers will agree, it's no good jerking the truck around, and you know, because you upset your load, and that causes problems. So you really need to be all smooth, you know, do smooth motion, and make sure that it's you know, your load gets there properly. That's the whole idea of it. Alright, this is the horn. I love the horn in this. Alright, yeah, there we go. On the way home last night, I stuffed up and I stalled my Toyota 86 at the traffic lights, and it only took me like a quick second to quickly start it. The light had gone green, and I pulled the clutch out too hard. That's what it was. And the car stalled, and so the guy behind me is straight on his horn, yelling out the window, and I'm like, dude, it was only a split second that you were there for, you know, that you were being held up. It's not like it was you know, 5 minutes or something. Jeez, people get so upset so quick. But anyway, I thought that was funny, because it's like he started yelling out the window, and I've started the car quickly and just dropped the clutch and took off. Dropped the clutch quickly and just took off around the corner. And he's still there, stopped at the traffic light, yelling and screaming at me as I'm taking off. So, oh well. If there was traffic there, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So if it was traffic, he would have held up more traffic than me. Listen to that engine. This, it's pulling the load quite easily. The trailer looks good. Oh, we haven't taken a photo. I better take a photo. Hopefully I got some good, I got a good shot here of something. Oh, that'll be alright. That'll work. Actually, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Look at that. Very nice. I'm going to try something here. I like to try things different. No, too low. That's actually okay. Not too bad. There's that again, and yeah, that's alright. That's alright. But trying to get a nice shot, you know? Maybe not that one, but we'll see. There we go. Some nice shots. But it's, yeah, it's been real nice to drive this. It really has. Ah, well, there we go. This is pretty much our destination just up here. Hopefully it should be easy to back into. There we go, just up here. Bit of a short shift there. Helps if I put it in gear. And in here? Is it in here? I think so. Yeah, it's in here. Where does it want us to park it? Oh, over there. Right, okay. No, we won't need assistance. I just need to spin it round. Spin that wheel. Back it in that little section here. There we go, and I can spin it around here. It's nice and easy to turn. And I'm just going to put my flashes on. Alright, how much room do I need, Senior? Come on. Just getting as much room as I can get. And let's see. Oh, that's going nicely around there, isn't it? This little trailer here is like proving to be real easy to back up. Having said that, now I'm probably going to bump into something. Keeping an eye there on the blind side. Now I should be able to start turning now a little bit. Alright, so I muffed it. I didn't get it first go, so try again. Hopefully I can get it this time. And just straighten it up a bit. I'm expecting this trailer to turn more for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, that should be it now. We should be able to get that in there. straighten that up a bit. Alright, there we go. There we go, not too bad. Not too bad at all. There we go, turn that off, turn the flashes off, drop the trailer. And that should be it. Let's see, yes, there we go. Awesome, there we go. So that was an excellent, very good. Well, that is, go back to drive please, thank you. That is this week's weekly drive, and this week's weekly drive winner is the Peterbilt 359 by RTA Mods. All links for the mods that I've used today, guys, are in the description, so make sure you check them out. Now, there will be a special announcement for you guys today, explaining a whole lot of things that have been going on in my life lately, and just to let you know what's happening. Okay, so make sure you check that out, and yeah, and then you'll know more information about it from there. So make sure you have a look at that, guys. But look, that is pretty much it for me today, guys. If you like this video, then don't forget to punch that like button in the ass. And if this is the first time you've seen Junior Senior Gaming, then make sure you head on over to the Junior Senior Gaming channel on YouTube and check it out. And while you're there, why don't you hit that subscribe button. But until next time, don't forget to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 10-10 on the side. And remember, game on.